Your attention, but we don't have very much in common.
In September 1964, the SS Minnow embarked on its memorable journey as Gilligan's Island made its debut on American television. Few could foresee the lasting cultural influence of this light-hearted sitcom. Initially presented in black and white, the show transitioned to vibrant color by its second season, enhancing its cartoon-like charm. The series featured a diverse cast of characters, including Gilligan, the skipper, Mary Ann, the professor, and Ginger, who became iconic figures in American pop culture. Ginger, portrayed by Tina Louise, brought glamour and allure to the castaways, captivating audiences with her performances. However, despite her popularity, one particular episode left viewers divided. While Ginger loved the experience, audiences reacted negatively, leading to the decision that she would only have to perform it once. This unique situation highlights the unpredictable nature of television and the complex relationship between actors and their roles, illustrating how even beloved characters can face unexpected challenges in their journeys.
Who's approached?
That's
Please,
my cue.
skipper, please.
The pilot episode of Gilligan's Island, titled Marooned, presented a very different vision from what audiences would later come to know and love. In this initial version, the cast of characters included 2 secretaries and a high school teacher, diverging significantly from the final lineup that featured the iconic group of castaways. The theme song in the pilot also reflected this different direction, announcing a storyline that did not align with the eventual premise of the show. Due to these substantial changes, the pilot was not aired at the time of its production. Instead, it remained unseen by the public until it finally aired in 1992, long after the series had established its legacy. This early version of Gilligan's Island serves as a fascinating glimpse into the creative process behind the show, highlighting how the characters and themes evolved before the series became a beloved classic. The differences in character roles and the overall tone of the pilot underscore the importance of development in television production, illustrating how initial concepts can transform dramatically before reaching the audience.
You better not think about all the things.
Remember, once you pull that cord, no man can tell you how to vote.
Jerry Van Dyke turned down the role of Gilligan in the classic television series Gilligan's Island because he did not want to be part of an ensemble cast. The younger brother of the famous Dick Van Dyke sought to carve out his own path in the entertainment industry, aiming to replicate his brother's success. He envisioned a leading role that would allow him to shine individually rather than sharing the spotlight with a group. This desire led him to pursue his own television show, which he found a year later when he landed the lead role in the short-lived series My Mother the Car. Despite this opportunity, Jerry later expressed regret over his decision to decline the Gilligan role. The part ultimately went to Bob Denver, who became iconic in the role. Many fans of the show believe that Denver's portrayal was perfect for the character, and it is interesting to think about how different the series might have been with Jerry Van Dyke as Gilligan.
Along and all of a sudden she rings a bell. You've had enough. It's time to sleep. Yep, Mother Nature's...
An ensemble cast with as much chemistry as you saw on Gilligan's Island doesn't come around very often, and it's really hard to imagine the show being done with different actors. The series, created by Sherwood Schwartz, featured a unique group of characters who became beloved by audiences. Before the series started, Schwartz approached a number of famous actors to play fan favorites like Gilligan and Ginger. This casting process was extensive, as Schwartz sought the right mix of personalities to bring the characters to life. After a load of cast changes, the producer ended up with the castaways the way we know and love them today. Each actor brought their own flair to their roles, contributing to the show's charm and humor. The dynamic between the characters, from the bumbling Gilligan to the glamorous Ginger, created memorable moments that resonated with viewers. The chemistry among the cast members was palpable, making the series a classic that continues to be cherished.
And that's Mr. Howell.
Certainly it would be.
Come along, Lovey.
You see, Thurston's just a little bit jealous.
No, I'm not jealous. I just don't want him.
As it turns out, the creators of the 1964 television series Gilligan's Island considered casting the famous movie star Jane Mansfield for the role of Ginger. They approached her with the offer, recognizing her star power and appeal. However, Mansfield ultimately turned down the role. She was concerned that taking on the character would further typecast her as a blonde bombshell, a label she was eager to avoid. This decision opened the door for Tina Louise, who was eventually cast as Ginger. Louise brought a unique charm and flair to the character, perfectly capturing Ginger's cool and flirtatious personality. Her portrayal became iconic, and many fans believe that Louise's performance defined the character in a way that resonated with audiences. The chemistry between the cast members, along with the comedic situations they found themselves in, contributed to the show's lasting popularity. The choice of Tina Louise over Jane Mansfield is often seen as a fortunate turn of events for the series, as it allowed Ginger to become a beloved character in television history.
Double or nothing.
How would I be going, Mr. Howell?
You're not going anywhere. Nobody hustles me.
Before the iconic series Gilligan's Island became a staple of American television, there was a moment when Carol O'Connor was almost cast in a leading role. Imagine the character of the skipper being portrayed by O'Connor, who later became famous for his role as Archie Bunker in All in the Family. During the casting process, O'Connor auditioned for the part of the skipper, a character known for his leadership and somewhat bumbling nature. However, the series creator felt that O'Connor did not quite fit the role as envisioned. This decision led to Alan Hale Jr. being chosen for the part, a choice that would ultimately define the character and contribute to the show's charm. Hale brought a unique blend of authority and humor to the skipper, making him a beloved figure on the show. The casting of O'Connor could have changed the dynamic of the series significantly, but instead, viewers were treated to the delightful antics of the cast as they navigated their adventures on the deserted island. The legacy of Gilligan's Island continues to endure, showcasing how casting decisions can shape the direction of a television series in unexpected ways.
You're welcome, sir.
Wait a minute. I've got a better idea. Why didn't I think of it before?
Raquel Welch was another person that was a good possibility of being on the show. The casting of Gilligan's Island was a significant aspect of its development, and while many fans cannot imagine anyone but Dawn Wells playing the lovable character of Mary Ann, Welch was considered for the role. When the producers revamped the series after the pilot episode, they aimed to include a wholesome character that would resonate with audiences. Although Welch was a well-known actress at the time, she may not have fit the specific vision the producers had for Mary Ann. Despite her talent and popularity, she went ahead and auditioned for the part. Ultimately, the decision was made not to offer her the role, allowing Dawn Wells to become the iconic figure that fans remember today. This casting choice contributed to the show's charm, and helped define the characters that became beloved by viewers. The dynamics among the cast members, including Wells as Mary Ann, played a crucial role in the show's enduring legacy.
Don't you ever find that your eyes are getting heavier, heavier, wanting to close? Arms.
Filming for the pilot of Gilligan's Island took place in November of 1963, a time that would soon be marked by a significant historical event. On the final day of production in Hawaii, the cast and crew received the shocking news of President John F. Kennedy's assassination. This tragic moment cast a shadow over the joyful atmosphere typically associated with a new television series. In a subtle nod to this event, the opening credits of the first season feature a poignant detail. As the minnow departs from the harbor, viewers can see the United States flag flying at half-mast. This small but meaningful reminder serves as a connection to the somber mood of the nation during that period. The show, which would go on to become a beloved classic, began its journey against a backdrop of both excitement and sorrow, reflecting the complexities of the time. The pilot episode set the stage for the adventures of the castaways, but it also carried with it a piece of history that would resonate with audiences. The castaways on Gilligan's Island often relied on their portable radio to stay connected with the outside world. This radio served as a crucial link to news and updates, providing a sense of hope and normalcy amid their chaotic lives on the deserted island. The voice that listeners heard through the radio was that of Charles Maxwell, a veteran character actor known for his extensive work in television. Maxwell's voice became a familiar presence for viewers, even though he was never credited for this role in the series. His contributions to the show marked his longest recurring role throughout his career. Maxwell had previously appeared in popular series such as Bonanza, Gunsmoke, Lawman, Rawhide, and The Rifleman, showcasing his versatility as an actor. His ability to convey news and updates added depth to the storyline, allowing the audience to feel the castaways' longing for rescue and their connection to the world beyond the island. The radio announcements often provided comic relief, contrasting the serious situations the characters faced. This dynamic made Maxwell's role memorable, even if it went unrecognized in the credits. His work on Gilligan's Island remains a significant part of television history, illustrating how a simple voice can enhance a show's narrative and engage its audience.
And I kept hitting him, and it bounced off him. And his arms, they're like steel, and they started to squeeze me.
In the transition from the pilot episode to the full series of Gilligan's Island, one notable change was in the theme song. The original lyrics of the pilot described a 6-hour ride, which set a different tone for the adventure that was about to unfold. However, as the creative process progressed, the duration of the trip was altered to a 3-hour tour. This change not only simplified the narrative, but also contributed to the show's charm and humor. The idea of a brief excursion that unexpectedly leads to a prolonged stay on a deserted island became a central theme of the series. The catchy theme song, which became iconic, introduced viewers to the characters and the premise of the show in a lighthearted manner. The shift from a 6-hour ride to a 3-hour tour encapsulated the essence of the series, highlighting the unpredictability of their journey and the comedic situations that arose from their misadventures. This adjustment in the theme song lyrics played a significant role in establishing the show's identity and resonated with audiences, making it a memorable part of television history.
Boomerang blood.
Put him in the pit.
A little bit deeper, please.
After the success of Gilligan's Island, creator Sherwood Schwartz found further success with The Brady Bunch, which became another beloved series. However, his attempt to replicate the magic of Gilligan's Island for a third time did not meet the same fate. In 1974, Schwartz introduced Dusty's Trail, a show set in the Wild West. This series featured Bob Denver, who had previously played Gilligan, alongside Forrest Tucker, known for his role in F Troop. The storyline revolved around a wagon train that included a rich couple, a brainiac, a farm girl, and a bombshell, echoing the diverse cast dynamics of Gilligan's Island. Despite the promising premise, Dusty's Trail struggled to find an audience and ultimately tanked after just one season. However, the creators managed to compile 4 episodes into a theatrical release titled The Wackiest Wagon Train in the West, which served as a last-ditch effort to salvage the show's concept. The project highlighted the challenges of recapturing the charm of a previous hit while exploring new themes and settings.
It'll be ready in about an hour. That is, unless I take a bite out of it.
The name of the ship, SS Minnow, in the television series Gilligan's Island has an interesting backstory. It was not named after the small fish, as many might assume, but rather after Newton Minnow, who was the head of the Federal Communications Commission in 1961. Newton Minnow is known for his famous speech where he described television as a vast wasteland. This comment did not sit well with the producer of Gilligan's Island, Sherwood Schwartz, who had a strong dislike for Minnow's views on television. In a clever twist, Schwartz decided to name the ill-fated ship after Minnow as a form of subtle protest against his criticism of the medium. The SS Minnow became a symbol of the show's lighthearted and comedic approach to storytelling, contrasting sharply with Minnow's serious remarks about television. This naming choice added a layer of irony to the series, as the ship's misadventures on the deserted island provided entertainment that stood in stark contrast to the bleak picture painted by Minnow. The connection between the ship's name and the FCC chairman reflects the show's playful spirit and its creators' willingness to engage with contemporary cultural discussions. The legacy of Gilligan's Island continues to be remembered, in part, due to this clever naming decision that linked the show to a significant figure in television history.
Oh, little buddy, I'll never ever doubt what you say again. That gorilla you saw really was a gorilla.
At one point in the beloved series Gilligan's Island, the characters found themselves on the brink of escape from their tropical prison. However, their plans were thwarted by a special guest, leading to unexpected twists. Tina Louise, who famously portrayed the glamorous Ginger Grant, showcased her versatility by taking on a completely different role in the episode titled All About Eve. In this episode, she played Eva Grubb, a character so distinct from Ginger that it left viewers astonished. The transformation was so remarkable that the Actors Union mandated that she receive special credit for her performance as Eva. This change was not immediately recognized by the audience, who were initially unaware that the same actress was behind both characters. The contrast in appearance and demeanor between Ginger and Eva highlighted Tina Louise's acting skills and added an intriguing layer to the show's narrative. The episode remains a memorable moment in the series, illustrating the creativity and talent that defined Gilligan's Island.
So far.
Well, I think we can reasonably deduce from his continuous mention of the names Artie, Louie, Gus, and,
In the 1964 TV series Gilligan's Island, the makeup changes for the characters played a significant role in how they were perceived on screen. One notable aspect was how the makeup was applied, or in some cases, not applied. For instance, the character's appearance was altered by leaving off makeup in specific areas such as the eyes and mouth. This choice created a more natural look that contrasted with the glamorous styles often seen in television at the time. Additionally, the hairdo was completely different, further emphasizing the character's transformation. The production team also took into account the angles from which they filmed the characters. They often shot from what the actress considered her bad side, which contributed to the overall effect of the character's appearance. These decisions were intentional, aiming to create a unique visual style that set Gilligan's Island apart from other shows of its era. The combination of minimal makeup and strategic camera angles helped shape the characters' identities and added to the show's charm.
Talking about food? Okay, Skipper. I wish I had something to drink.
She was tickled to death to do this role because she felt like it finally gave her something interesting to do on the show. The character brought a new dynamic to the series, allowing her to showcase her talents in a way that had not been possible before. However, despite her enthusiasm, most audience members did not like her at all. This negative reception led to complaints from viewers, which ultimately resulted in the character never being reshown. The decision to limit her appearances was a disappointment for her, as she had hoped to develop the role further and connect with the audience. Only this one episode did we enjoy her, and it became a memorable moment in the series, highlighting the challenges of balancing creative expression with audience expectations. The experience served as a reminder of how difficult it can be for actors to find satisfaction in their roles when public opinion does not align with their artistic vision.
You're now sailing around the world, and you've come to an island in the South Pacific.
Gilligan's Island, the iconic television series that first aired in 1964, remains a fascinating subject of discussion among viewers, both nostalgic and new. The show, which features a group of castaways stranded on a deserted island, is often praised for its light-hearted approach to entertainment, devoid of the complexities that characterize much of modern television. This simplicity is seen as a refreshing contrast to contemporary programming, which frequently incorporates themes of sex, drugs, and political issues. Many viewers appreciate the series as a quintessential example of good all-clean American fun, where the characters engage in humorous antics, while consistently missing opportunities for rescue. The characters themselves are a significant part of the show's charm. Gilligan, the clumsy and naive first mate, is often viewed as the catalyst for the group's misadventures. His well-meaning but bumbling nature endears him to audiences, even as he frustrates his fellow castaways. The skipper, portrayed as a competent leader, often finds himself exasperated by Gilligan's antics, leading to comedic moments that have become iconic in television history. This dynamic between the two characters highlights a classic comedic trope, the straight man and the fool. On the other hand, characters like Thurston Howell and his wife, Lovey, represent a satirical take on wealth and class. Thurston's obsession with money and his often lazy demeanor provide a humorous critique of capitalist ideals, while Lovey's attempts to instill high society manners in the group add another layer of comedy. Their relationship, marked by both affection and tension, reflects the complexities of marriage, albeit in a light-hearted manner. Ginger Grant, the glamorous movie star, and Mary Ann Summers, the wholesome farm girl, offer contrasting representations of femininity. Ginger's allure and charm serve as a source of entertainment and intrigue, while Mary Ann's down-to-earth nature and nurturing qualities resonate with viewers seeking a more relatable character. This duality in female representation allows the show to appeal to a broad audience, as viewers can identify with different aspects of both characters. The professor, with his intelligence and resourcefulness, often serves as the voice of reason among the castaways. His ability to create makeshift solutions to their problems, despite the frequent comedic failures, underscores the show's theme of resilience in the face of adversity. However, some critiques suggest that his character sometimes falls into the background, overshadowed by the more flamboyant personalities of Gilligan and Ginger. Despite the show's enduring popularity, opinions on its merit can vary. Some viewers argue that the repetitive nature of the plot, where the castaways continually fail to escape the island, can become tiresome over time. Yet, for many, this very repetition is part of the charm, as it allows for a comforting familiarity that invites viewers to return to the series time and again. The humor, character dynamics, and lighthearted storytelling create a nostalgic experience that resonates across generations. In conclusion, Gilligan's Island stands as a testament to a simpler era of television where the focus was on humor and character-driven stories rather than the complexities of modern life. Its blend of quirky characters, comedic situations, and a lack of serious themes has allowed it to endure in popular culture. Whether viewed as a critique of societal norms or simply as a source of entertainment, the series continues to captivate audiences, proving that sometimes the most enjoyable stories are those that prioritize fun over profundity.
All right, Gilligan, I'm all set here. Bring the fire, and don't let it go out.
Aye, aye, Skipper. Woo-hoo.
As we wrap up our journey through the unforgettable escapades of Gilligan and his fellow castaways, a new adventure awaits just beyond the horizon. What became of the beloved characters after they left the island? The stories of the actors who brought these iconic roles to life are as captivating as the show itself. From unexpected career shifts to personal triumphs and challenges, each cast member's journey is filled with surprises that will leave you eager to learn more. Did Gilligan ever escape the island? What paths did the skipper and the professor take in their lives beyond the show? Join us as we delve into the fascinating lives of the cast, revealing the twists and turns that followed their time on Gilligan's Island. Prepare for a deeper look at the legacy of this classic series and the enduring impact it had on its stars. Stay tuned for an exploration that promises to be as intriguing as the show itself.
Some trap. It's not even finished and it caught me.
Russell Johnson portrayed Professor Roy Hinckley in the 1964 television series Gilligan's Island, a character known for his intelligence and resourcefulness. The professor often devised plans to escape the island, showcasing his scientific knowledge and problem-solving skills. Johnson's performance brought depth to the role, making the character a fan favorite. After Gilligan's Island ended in 1967, Johnson faced challenges in his career. He struggled to find roles that matched the popularity of his character, leading to a series of guest appearances in various television shows. In his personal life, Johnson experienced hardships, including the tragic loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. He later remarried, but the shadows of his earlier struggles lingered. Notably, Johnson was involved in a scandal when he was accused of tax evasion in the 1980s, which he vehemently denied. Despite these challenges, he remained active in the entertainment industry, participating in conventions and interviews reflecting on his time on Gilligan's Island. The last known information indicates that Johnson passed away in 2014, leaving behind a legacy marked by both triumphs and trials.
Last night.
Oh, well, I'd like to read it. I backed a few shows in my time, musicals, dancing girls. It's the only business where you can be a devil.
Zia Gabor portrayed the character Erica Tiffany Smith in the 1964 series Gilligan's Island, bringing her signature glamour and charm to the role. Erica, a wealthy socialite, added a touch of sophistication and intrigue to the cast, showcasing Gabor's ability to embody characters that were both alluring and complex. Following her appearance on the show, Gabor's career continued to flourish, but it was often overshadowed by her tumultuous personal life. She faced numerous scandals, including a highly publicized series of marriages, with a total of 9 husbands, and her infamous arrest in 1989 for slapping a police officer, which led to a conviction for battery. Gabor also battled health issues, including a severe car accident in 2002 that left her with lasting complications. In her later years, she became a recluse, living in a private estate in Los Angeles. The last known information indicates that she passed away in December 2016, leaving behind a legacy marked by both her contributions to entertainment and her dramatic personal narrative.
At all.
No, Gilligan will move his gear out right away, won't you, Gilligan?
Sure, he'll move his gear out right away.
Sterling Holloway portrayed Bert in the 1964 television series Gilligan's Island, a character that added a unique charm to the ensemble cast. Holloway's performance was marked by his distinctive voice and comedic timing, which resonated with audiences. His role, while not central to the plot, showcased his ability to bring warmth and humor to the show, contributing to its enduring popularity. Beyond Gilligan's Island, Holloway had a rich career in entertainment, known for his work in animation, particularly as the voice of Winnie the Pooh in Disney films. However, his life was not without challenges. Holloway faced personal hardships, including struggles with alcoholism, which affected his relationships and career trajectory. He also experienced a tumultuous period in the 1970s when he battled health issues, including a serious heart condition that required surgery. Despite these difficulties, Holloway remained a beloved figure in Hollywood. His later years were marked by a quieter life, focusing on his health and enjoying retirement. The last known information about him indicates that he passed away in 1992, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances and a complex personal story that reflects both triumph and struggle.
Go back, Skipper. Go back to the good old days.
Bob Denver's portrayal of Gilligan in the 1964 television series Gilligan's Island became iconic, defining his career and embedding him in pop culture. The character, known for his clumsiness and good-hearted nature, resonated with audiences, but the role also trapped Denver in a typecast that limited his opportunities in the industry. After the show ended, Denver faced significant challenges. He struggled with the transition to other roles, often finding it difficult to escape the shadow of Gilligan. His personal life was marked by hardships, including 2 divorces and financial difficulties that stemmed from mismanagement of his earnings. Denver also faced a scandal in the 1990s when he was arrested for marijuana possession, which added to the complexities of his public image. Despite these challenges, he found some success in voice acting and made guest appearances on various shows. The last known information about Denver indicates that he passed away in 2005, leaving behind a legacy that continues to evoke nostalgia and intrigue.
Skipper, would you mind stepping outside for just a moment?
All right, Professor, but you better be here.
John McGiver portrayed the character of Lord Beasley Waterford in the 1964 television series Gilligan's Island. His role as the pompous and wealthy Englishman added a layer of humor and sophistication to the show, contrasting sharply with the castaway's plight. McGiver's performance was marked by his distinctive voice and commanding presence, making Lord Waterford a memorable guest character. After Gilligan's Island, McGiver continued to work in television and film, appearing in various roles that showcased his versatility. However, his life was not without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including struggles with health issues that affected his career. McGiver was known for his private nature, and rumors of scandals occasionally surfaced, but he largely maintained a low profile. He passed away in 1977, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances. The last known information about him highlights his enduring impact on television, though details about his final years remain scarce.
Just think, there may be some strange man loose on this island.
That's what I am thinking. Honey, would you hand me...
Natalie Schafer portrayed the character of Mistress Lovey Howell in the 1964 television series Gilligan's Island, bringing a blend of sophistication and humor to the role of a wealthy socialite stranded on a deserted island. Her character was known for her glamorous outfits and witty remarks, often serving as a foil to the other cast members. Schafer's performance was marked by a subtle depth, hinting at the complexities of her character's life before the island. After Gilligan's Island ended, Schafer faced personal challenges, including the loss of her husband, actor and director Louis Calhern, who passed away in 1956. This left her to navigate the entertainment industry largely alone. Despite her success on television, she struggled with typecasting and found it difficult to secure substantial roles. In her later years, Schafer became involved in various charitable causes, particularly those supporting animal rights. Schafer's life was not without scandal. She was rumored to have had a tumultuous relationship with her co-star Bob Denver, which added a layer of intrigue to her public persona. She remained a private individual, often shunning the spotlight outside of her work. Natalie Schafer passed away in 1991, leaving behind a legacy marked by her iconic role and the mysteries of her personal life.
You sure he's on your side?
Not always.
I sleep over there. Huh? Don't...
Phil Silvers portrayed Harold Hecuba in the 1964 episode of Gilligan's Island titled The Producer. In this role, he played a Broadway producer who arrives on the island, seeking inspiration for a new musical. Silvers brought his signature comedic style to the character, showcasing his talent for blending humor with a touch of desperation, reflecting the struggles of a man trying to revive his career. This performance was a highlight in Silvers' extensive career, which included his iconic role in The Phil Silvers Show, where he became a household name. After Gilligan's Island, Silvers faced personal and professional challenges. His career waned in the 1970s, and he struggled with financial difficulties. He was involved in a scandal in the late 1970s when allegations of tax evasion surfaced, leading to a tarnished reputation. Silvers also dealt with health issues, including heart problems, which affected his ability to perform. Despite these hardships, he continued to work in television and theater until his death in 1985. The last known information about him highlights his legacy as a comedic genius, remembered for his unique contributions to American entertainment.
I mixed ammonia with some kind of acid, and you know what I got?
Expelled.
No.
Strother Martin portrayed George Barkley in the 1964 television series Gilligan's Island, a character marked by a blend of humor and frustration. His role as the wealthy, but often exasperated character added a unique dynamic to the show, showcasing Martin's ability to balance comedic timing with a sense of authority. After Gilligan's Island, Martin's career continued to flourish, with notable performances in films like Cool Hand Luke, where he delivered the iconic line, "What we have here is a failure to communicate." However, his life was not without challenges. Martin faced personal hardships, including struggles with alcoholism, which affected his relationships and career trajectory. He also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, leading to a reclusive lifestyle in his later years. Despite these struggles, he remained a respected figure in the industry until his passing in 1980. The last known information about him highlights his enduring legacy as a character actor, remembered for his distinctive voice and memorable roles.
Ooh, I want to get married.
Of course you do, dear. Every girl your age does. The time goes so fast.
In the 1964 TV series Gilligan's Island, Richard Kiel portrayed a Russian agent, a role that showcased his imposing stature and unique ability to convey menace. His character added a layer of intrigue to the show, contrasting the lightheartedness of the castaways with a serious threat. Kiel's performance was memorable, leaving a lasting impression on viewers despite the show's comedic nature. After Gilligan's Island, Kiel's career continued to evolve. He gained fame for his role as the villain Jaws in the James Bond films The Spy Who Loved Me and Moonraker. However, his life was not without challenges. Kiel faced personal hardships, including struggles with his weight and health issues. He was involved in a serious car accident in 1992 that left him with significant injuries, impacting his mobility and career. Kiel also dealt with scandals, including a tumultuous marriage and allegations of financial troubles. Despite these difficulties, he remained a beloved figure in pop culture until his passing in 2014. His last known information reflects a man who, despite his struggles, continued to engage with fans and share his experiences.
Don't expect me to write you tonight, because you're not going to be here. You caused me enough trouble, and you're not going to cause me any more.
Vito Scotti portrayed Dr. Boris Balankoff in the 1964 series Gilligan's Island, a character marked by eccentricity and a flair for the dramatic. His role as a mad scientist added a layer of intrigue to the show, showcasing his ability to blend humor with a touch of menace. Scotty's performance was memorable, yet it was just one chapter in a complex life filled with both triumphs and struggles. Born in 1918, Scotty's career spanned several decades, featuring roles in film and television. He was known for his versatility, appearing in various genres, but his personal life was often overshadowed by challenges. He faced financial difficulties and battled health issues later in life. Despite these hardships, he remained dedicated to his craft, continuing to act until the late 1990s. Scotty's life was not without scandal. He was rumored to have had tumultuous relationships that often made headlines. His later years were marked by a decline in public appearances, and he passed away in 1994. The last known information about him reflects a man who, despite his struggles, left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry.
Needed for a foggy day in London town.
Thank you, Ginger.
Now let's get on with Strauss and the Blue Danube. One.
Michael Forrest portrayed the character Ugandi in the 1964 television series Gilligan's Island. His role, though brief, left a lasting impression on viewers, showcasing his ability to embody a mysterious and enigmatic figure. Forrest's performance contributed to the show's unique blend of humor and adventure, allowing him to stand out among a talented cast. After Gilligan's Island, Forrest's career continued in television and film, with appearances in series like Star Trek and The Twilight Zone. However, his life was not without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including struggles with typecasting and the pressures of Hollywood. In the late 1970s, he was involved in a scandal related to a failed production that tarnished his reputation temporarily. Despite these setbacks, Forrest remained resilient, continuing to work in voice acting and theater. The last known information about him indicates that he has largely stepped back from the public eye, living a quieter life away from the spotlight.
happy group that was marooned for 11 years
11 years?
are safe and steaming for home aboard the Coast Guard.
Alan Hale Jr. portrayed Jonas the Skipper Grumby in the 1964 television series Gilligan's Island, a role that defined his career. The skipper was a strong, authoritative figure, often caught in the chaos of the island's misadventures. Hale's performance brought a blend of humor and leadership, making him a beloved character. After the show ended, Hale faced personal and professional challenges. He struggled with typecasting, finding it difficult to land significant roles outside of the skipper persona. His career included appearances in various television shows and films, but none matched the impact of Gilligan's Island. Hale's life was marked by hardships, including financial difficulties and health issues. He battled obesity, which led to complications later in life. In the 1980s, he faced a scandal involving a failed business venture that tarnished his reputation. Despite these challenges, Hale remained a figure of resilience, often participating in fan conventions and charity events. He passed away in 1990 from cancer, leaving behind a legacy intertwined with the iconic role of the skipper. The last known information about him highlights his enduring popularity among fans, who continue to celebrate his contributions to television.
Can that wait?
Wait a minute, Marianne. Gilligan climbs to the top of the cliff and carries me down, then I would.
Mike Mazurki portrayed the character of Dog in the 1964 television series Gilligan's Island. His role, though minor, showcased his imposing physical presence and unique ability to convey humor through a tough exterior. Mazurki, a former professional wrestler, brought a distinct energy to the show, which contrasted with the lighter characters around him. After Gilligan's Island, Mazurki's career continued in film and television, often cast in roles that capitalized on his size and strength. However, his life was marked by personal struggles. He faced financial difficulties and battled with the darker side of fame, including a series of tumultuous relationships and public scandals that overshadowed his professional achievements. In his later years, Mazurki became reclusive, distancing himself from the Hollywood scene. The last known information about him indicates he lived a quiet life until his passing in 1990, leaving behind a legacy that is often overshadowed by the complexities of his personal life.
For her pin. Oh, we'll talk about it later.
Don Rickles portrayed Norbert Wiley in the 1964 episode of Gilligan's Island, a character that showcased his signature insult comedy style. Wiley, a con artist, brought a unique blend of humor and tension to the show, embodying Rickles' ability to deliver sharp, biting remarks while maintaining a comedic charm. This role was a departure from the typical characters seen on the series, allowing Rickles to shine in a guest appearance that left a lasting impression. After Gilligan's Island, Rickles' career flourished as he became a staple in stand-up comedy, known for his quick wit and ability to roast audiences and celebrities alike. However, his life was not without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including the tragic loss of his first child, which deeply affected him. Rickles also navigated the complexities of Hollywood, often confronting the darker side of fame, including struggles with typecasting and the pressure to maintain his comedic edge. In his later years, Rickles enjoyed a resurgence in popularity, appearing in films and television shows, including a memorable role in Casino. He remained a beloved figure until his passing in 2017. His legacy endures through his unique comedic style and the impact he had on the entertainment industry. Last known information indicates that Rickles is remembered fondly, with tributes celebrating his contributions to comedy and his ability to connect with audiences on a personal level.
That's the direction. If he started for the plane, he might have walked straight into the ocean. I'm getting worried. Gilligan went after him 20 minutes ago.
Skipper?
Dawn Wells is best known for her role as Mary Ann Summers in the 1964 television series Gilligan's Island. Her character, the wholesome and resourceful farm girl, became a beloved figure, often overshadowed by the more glamorous Ginger Grant. Wells brought depth to Mary Ann, portraying her as both innocent and strong, which resonated with audiences. After the show ended, Wells faced significant challenges. She struggled to find roles that matched her iconic character, leading to a series of guest appearances in various television shows and films. In her personal life, Wells encountered hardships, including financial difficulties and a bankruptcy filing in 1998. She also faced the tragic loss of her home in a fire in 2008. Despite these challenges, she remained active in the entertainment industry and engaged with fans at conventions. In her later years, Wells became an advocate for education and the arts, reflecting on her experiences. The last known information indicates that she passed away on December 30, 2020, due to complications from COVID-19, leaving behind a legacy marked by resilience and charm.
Put it down there, Gilligan.
Jim Backus portrayed the wealthy and pompous Thurston Howell in the 1964 television series Gilligan's Island. His character, a symbol of privilege and entitlement, often provided comic relief through his interactions with the other castaways. Backus's performance was marked by a distinctive voice and a flair for the dramatic, making Howell a memorable figure in television history. After Gilligan's Island, Backus continued to work in television and film, lending his voice to the iconic character Mr. Magoo. However, his life was not without challenges. Backus faced personal hardships, including a battle with dyslexia, which he struggled with throughout his career. He also dealt with health issues, including a serious battle with pneumonia in the 1980s. In his later years, Backus experienced a decline in health due to Parkinson's disease, which ultimately led to his passing in 1989. His legacy remains, but the shadows of his struggles linger in the memories of those who knew him.
Yes, so you do. I'll go check the other girls.
Now,
Denny Miller portrayed Duke Williams in the 1964 television series Gilligan's Island, a character that brought a unique charm and charisma to the show. Duke was a famous movie star who arrived on the island, creating tension and jealousy among the castaways, particularly with the character Ginger. Miller's performance added depth to the storyline, showcasing the complexities of fame and its impact on personal relationships. After Gilligan's Island, Miller's career took various turns. He appeared in several films and television shows, but none reached the iconic status of his role on Gilligan's Island. His life was marked by personal hardships, including struggles with typecasting and the challenges of maintaining relevance in Hollywood. Miller faced financial difficulties and battled health issues later in life, including a serious illness that required extensive treatment. In his later years, Miller became a successful businessman, running a successful sports memorabilia company. He also engaged in community service, reflecting a desire to give back. The last known information about Denny Miller indicates that he passed away in 2014, leaving behind a legacy that intertwines both his contributions to entertainment and his personal struggles.
These shells will be our warning system. If you run into danger, you just blow into them like this.
Nehemiah Persoff portrayed Pancho Hernando Gonzalez Enriquez Rodriguez in the 1964 series Gilligan's Island, bringing a unique flair to the character of a charming yet cunning con artist. His role was marked by a blend of humor and deception, showcasing Persoff's ability to navigate complex emotions and deliver memorable lines that resonated with audiences. Following his time on the show, Persoff's career continued to flourish, with notable appearances in films like Some Like It Hot and television series such as The Twilight Zone. However, his life was not without challenges. Persoff faced personal hardships, including the struggle of balancing his career with family life, which led to a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. He also dealt with the pressures of typecasting, often being seen as a character actor rather than a leading man. In his later years, Persoff retreated from the public eye, focusing on painting and writing. As of the latest updates, he remains a respected figure in the entertainment industry, with his legacy enduring through his diverse body of work.
Oh, just happen to have it. This is the corporation for you. Tehachapuku Oil and Mining Corporation. My boy.
In the 1964 TV series Gilligan's Island, Mel Blanc lent his iconic voice to the character of a parrot, showcasing his remarkable talent for vocal performance. Known as the Man of 1,000 Voices, Blanc's portrayal added a unique layer of humor and charm to the show, even in a minor role. His ability to bring life to animated characters made him a household name, but his career was not without its shadows. Blanc faced significant personal hardships, including a near-fatal car accident in 1961 that left him with serious injuries. This incident led to a long recovery process, during which he struggled with depression and the fear of losing his voice. Despite these challenges, he continued to work prolifically in animation and voice acting, contributing to beloved characters like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. In his later years, Blanc dealt with health issues, including a stroke in 1989 that affected his speech. He passed away in 1989, leaving behind a legacy that shaped the world of animation. His life was marked by both triumph and tragedy, reflecting the complexities of a man who brought joy to millions. Last known information indicates that his influence continues to resonate in the industry, with many voice actors citing him as a major inspiration. Tina Louise portrayed Ginger Grant in the 1964 TV series Gilligan's Island, embodying the glamorous movie star with a complex blend of charm and cunning. Her character was known for her beauty and wit, often using her allure to navigate the challenges of island life. After the show ended, Louise faced a turbulent career, struggling to escape the shadow of her iconic role. She appeared in various films and television shows but found it difficult to secure leading roles, often relegated to supporting characters. Beyond her career, Louise's life was marked by personal hardships. She experienced a tumultuous marriage to actor Les Crane, which ended in divorce. Louise also faced financial difficulties, leading her to take on various projects, including voice work and stage performances. Scandals surrounded her, including rumors about her relationships with high-profile figures in Hollywood, which added to her enigmatic persona. In recent years, Tina Louise has maintained a low profile, occasionally attending fan conventions and engaging with her audience. As of the latest updates, she remains a beloved figure from classic television, reflecting on her past with a sense of resilience.
6 feet and 3 feet more makes 9 feet. Yeah. Okay.
Larry Storch portrayed Jackson Farrell in the 1964 TV series Gilligan's Island, a character that added a layer of intrigue to the show's comedic landscape. Farrell, a con artist, brought a darker edge to the otherwise light-hearted series, showcasing Storch's ability to blend humor with a hint of menace. This role was a notable highlight in Storch's career, which spanned decades and included various television appearances and stage performances. After Gilligan's Island, Storch faced personal and professional challenges. He struggled with the typecasting that often followed actors from popular shows. Despite this, he found success in voice acting, lending his talents to animated series like The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. However, his life was not without turmoil. Storch experienced financial difficulties and battled the pressures of fame, which led to a period of obscurity. In his later years, Storch remained active in the entertainment industry, making appearances at conventions and engaging with fans. He faced health issues but continued to share his experiences and stories from his long career. The last known information indicates that he passed away in July 2022, leaving behind a legacy marked by both triumphs and struggles.
Fella, I'm going out there and stop that lynch mob. You stay here and guard Emily.
Yes, sir, Mr. Gilligan.
Just a minute.
In 1964, Kurt Russell portrayed the character Jungle Boy in the iconic television series Gilligan's Island. This role showcased his youthful charm and adventurous spirit, capturing the attention of audiences. Despite the lighthearted nature of the show, Russell's performance hinted at a deeper complexity, foreshadowing the multifaceted career that lay ahead. After Gilligan's Island, Russell transitioned into a successful film career, starring in notable works such as Escape from New York and The Thing. However, his life was not without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including a tumultuous relationship with actress Goldie Hawn, which was marked by public scrutiny and speculation. Additionally, Russell dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, including the struggle to break free from child actor stereotypes. In recent years, he has continued to work in film, with his role in the Fast and Furious franchise gaining significant attention. As of now, he remains active in the industry, with no major scandals reported, maintaining a relatively private life.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to learn how to surf because Duke won't go back to Hawaii, and if I learn how to surf, we can be rescued.
Little...
Hans Conried portrayed Wrongway Feldman in the 1964 TV series Gilligan's Island, a character known for his misguided navigation skills and comedic misadventures. Conried's performance brought a unique blend of humor and pathos to the role, showcasing his talent for voice and character work. His portrayal was memorable, yet it was a brief appearance in a show that became a cultural phenomenon. Beyond Gilligan's Island, Conried had a diverse career in film, television, and voice acting. He was known for his roles in various productions, including The 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T, and as the voice of Captain Hook in Disney's Peter Pan. However, his life was not without challenges. Conried faced personal hardships, including struggles with depression and the pressures of maintaining a career in a competitive industry. He also dealt with the complexities of family life, having been married twice and experiencing the difficulties that come with balancing personal and professional commitments. In his later years, Conried continued to work in television and theater but faced declining health. He passed away in 1982, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances. The last known information about him highlights his impact on the entertainment industry, though details about his final days remain scarce. His contributions to the arts endure, remembered by fans and colleagues alike.
Hurley. Now maybe we can see if he'll fly.
She, Skipper.
Okay, she.
Rory Calhoun portrayed Jonathan Kincaid in the 1964 episode of Gilligan's Island titled The Producer. Kincaid, a Hollywood producer, brought a touch of glamour and intrigue to the island's castaways, showcasing Calhoun's charm and charisma. This role was a notable highlight in Calhoun's career, which spanned several decades, featuring him in numerous films and television shows. However, his life was not without turmoil. Calhoun faced significant personal challenges, including a tumultuous marriage to actress Lita Barron, which ended in a highly publicized divorce. He also battled legal issues, including a conviction for robbery in his youth, which haunted him throughout his career. Despite these hardships, Calhoun managed to maintain a presence in Hollywood, often playing rugged characters that mirrored his own life struggles. In his later years, he continued to act but gradually faded from the spotlight. The last known information about him indicates that he passed away in 1999, leaving behind a complex legacy marked by both talent and personal demons.
No phone, no lights, no motor cars, not a single luxury, like Robinson Crusoe.
As we wrap up our journey through the iconic 1964 series Gilligan's Island, we reflect on how this beloved show captured the hearts of many. The cast, including Bob Denver as Gilligan and Alan Hale Jr. as the skipper, faced numerous challenges both on and off the screen. Their adventures, from building makeshift shelters to outsmarting the professor's inventions, provided laughter and escapism during a time of social change in America. The show's unique blend of humor and heart made it a staple of family viewing. For many, watching Gilligan's Island was a cherished part of childhood, evoking memories of simpler times spent with family. Did you watch this series growing up? What moments stand out in your memory? We invite you to share your stories and experiences in the comments below. Your reflections help keep the spirit of Gilligan's Island alive for future generations.
I don't tell you.
Yeah,